Hello guys, it's Prof and welcome to C++ Digest video tutorials. I'm sorry for not being able to post videos in the past 2 weeks. I was facing some challenges, but right now everything is settled and we can move on with our C++ programming. In my previous tutorial, the very last of it, I talked about I taught you guys how to set up your IDE, and we even wrote a first C++ program that said, hello world, this is my first C++ program. Now we're going to continue from that end. So if you are new and you don't have that video tutorial, you can open your web browser and search for C++ Digest video tutorials, and the first option that you'll be given is the video tutorial I'm talking about. Download them and get started. Now before we start the programming, I would like to give a little advice and share with you my programming experience. Now usually we say that practice brings perfection. Now this is true and it applies in every situation. Let's take for instance the first time you sat on a bicycle. You were so funny. Your body was out of proportion. You were having half of your bottom on the seat. You grabbed the steer with all your might and it was like the whole world was on you. Now, even when you are about to crash, you forget where the brakes are. Because at that point you had no experience on riding a bicycle. Now if you keep on riding the bicycle to some extent, you realize that you do not have to concentrate again on riding the bicycle. A time even comes you can leave the steer and pedal. You can even swing yourself to left and right like a pendulum bob on the bicycle, and you harbor no fear. That is because you've done that. You've been riding bicycle over and over and it has become part of you, something like a habit. You don't have to think of it. It is now being controlled by your subconscious mind. That is what we mean by practice bring perfection. Now if you keep on doing something over and over, it becomes a habit and part of you. You do that thing even without thinking about it. I think if you want to learn programming, you have to develop the love and passion for it. You have to make it a habit. At least program for a few minutes or hours every day. Take a class in algorithms and review other people's code. That is something I've been doing a lot, because if you review other people's code, you see that there are certain skills, they have some programming style that you can buy. Is that okay? You can buy those things, and it helps to keep you simple when you are programming. Remember, in programming we kiss. I know you guys are laughing about that, but what I mean by kiss is that keep it simple and sweet. Is that okay? Anytime you programming, have this in mind that you should kiss. That is, keep it simple and sweet. Now it isn't gonna be easy. For instance, before I started doing this recording, I was working on a database application in Java, and I have to use the whole day to fix a bug. When I talk of a bug, it's something that is not going on well. It's something like a fault in a code. But all my efforts and attempts to fix this bug proved unsuccessful. Is that okay? Things like this will come your way, and if you don't take care, you will give up. But remember, despite the pain and agony a woman might go through during labor, she forgets all those pain when her baby lies on her lap smiling. If you are ready to learn programming, then my advice is you have to take out of your vocabs the word quit. Is that okay? Because there is a saying like this: you owe your stickability the lesson you learned from your quitability. Anyway, never mind that. Okay, so I guess I have people who are really willing to face the battle. So let's get started.